When nature is in action, unpredictable things happen. Even the most selfish predator has enemies that batter it for good. Just keep your eyes glued to each of such opportunistic, unpredictable, and rapacious beings that sharks will never want to mess with. Leopard seal versus shark. Here the scene opens with an epic, ongoing battle between a leopard seal and a shark. People have given sharks unnecessary hype, and you'll change your mind about both sharks and leopard seals after watching this entry. See how a lone leopard seal tackles a shark who mistook it for an easy meal. Sharks are often seen taking over the smaller pups, but this adult one is reminding the shark who is the boss. What an amazing bite! Here too, an overconfident great white shark made the mistake of wandering near the colony of elephant seals. So this alpha one took it personally and chased the great white out of there. Yeah, you better run, shark! They don't call them beach masters for nothing. Giant isopod versus shark. A baited camera recorded a pair of sharks hunting for food almost 7,000 feet below the surface. And suddenly, boom! A cloud of sand, and one of the sharks convulsed and became motionless. Let's see again who could have plucked up the courage to take down the most feral predator. Even watching it again, it does not make it clear. But believe me, this unexpected attack was made by a giant sea isopod that killed the shark slowly and gradually by suffocating it and showing the victim's pal who's the boss in that area. Generally, isopods are scavengers and hardly attack giant creatures, but this doesn't mean they will never. Bird escapes shark. Seabirds are a part of a shark's diet, so it will never miss a chance to have a mouthful of a juvenile petrel bird. As the shark lunged out of the water to feast, the bird quickly responded by involving the apex predator in a face-to-face battle. In this breath-holding encounter, I was sure that in the next few moments, the bird would be in the shark's jaws. But kudos to the brave petrel that despite being partially trapped inside the shark's mouth, not only fought for its life, but also manages to fly off by pitter-pattering on the water's surface. Here, another shark missed the opportunity to catch the available prey on the surface. Or should I say, it's the instance of a small bird beating the odds.
What's the bird, guys? Focus on the bird! Oh!
Go, birdie, go, birdie, go!
Osprey versus shark. Sharks are common down to depths of 2,000 meters. Some live even deeper. But imagine a shark soaring right above your heads. Whoa! This is enough to convert a calm beach day into a most thrilling experience. Although it's uncommon to see a violent sea creature in this fashion, thanks to this osprey that hovered above the stunned crowd on Myrtle Beach by clutching a large fish in its powerful claws. Does this raptor really want to offer an exciting aerial view to the plunged fish before killing it? Or is it just trying to save the fish from drowning in the sea? Well, jokes aside, I feel sorry for the poor fish, who's still wriggling around to escape as the bird carries it high above the beach. Sea turtle versus shark. If a tiger shark's teeth are impeccable can openers, then a sea turtle's tough carapace is also unmatched. Also thanks to the nifty tricks, the reptiles do occasionally thwart those chompers. Just when this shark goes for the turtle, the prey flips over several times to avoid the shark's sharp teeth and present its protective shell side to the predator that was unable to latch onto the offered shield. At one point, it looks like it could be all over when the shark captures the turtle between its jaws, but the reptile flips to free itself once again and eventually gets to shore and survives. There certainly might be an element of luck involved in this turtle's success, but there is undoubtedly a method to the turtle's madness. The behavior works by keeping the reptile's body perpendicular to a shark's jaws, making it difficult to lock down. If that plan fails, the turtles might make tight circles as close to the shark as possible. This way, the shark can't close in and has to swim off in search of an easier meal. Slow and steady always wins the race on the land. And now, this certain reptile can also choke up a victory over a shark. Shark attacks another shark. In this incredibly rare encounter, an apex predator turns on another shark off the coast of Florida. A boat full of excited anglers horrified after watching a monster shark rising up from the deep to chomp the tail of another shark which they were trying to reel in. But the huge shark had some other plans as it suddenly lurched into view and bit off the entire tail of the hooked fish.
Holy shit!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Amazingly, the hooked shark continues to thrash about with no tail, even as other sharks started to circle the bloody water. In another incident, during a cage diving, a diver faced one of the biggest nightmares of his life. A great white shark appeared from the depths and bit the bottom of the cage. But sometimes, the cage isn't their only target. Another great white shark lurking nearby might be a full pack of treats. And here we have a great white shark biting another. Although this behavior is rare, this is evidence of a huge predatory attack. And yeah, great white sharks could feed off each other if they found no other option. Grouper versus a 4-foot shark. Besides targeting the predators of the depths, a grouper was also spotted snatching someone else's catch. A fishing captain and his crew were left in a puzzling situation as a gigantic grouper devoured a shark right before their eyes. The team managed to hook a black-nosed shark, but they weren't the only ones eyeing it up. One of them spotted 3 Atlantic Goliath groupers lurking below their boat, waiting to pounce on their prey. Eventually, one mammoth grouper leapt out of the water and nabbed the 4-foot shark in its jaws, plunging it to the bottom of the ocean and snapping the fisherman's line. The only problem was that the meal came with a hook. Moray eel versus shark. Now we have a very extraordinary incident to witness. A powerful moray eel turns the table on a lone whitetip within striking distance. Although the whitetip and eels coexist on reefs, moray eels hide in crevices, launch and grab attacks from the rocky layers. The design of jaws armed with sharp, pointed teeth of this efficient predator help it to clutch the prey by grasping it like a mousetrap. And in this fascinating attack where the eel has the upper hand, it grasps the shark's head first to swallow it. Meanwhile, the shark tries to get away, but the eel quickly maneuvers it by getting its second set of jaws. Yet the mighty predator has bitten off more than it can chew, and regurgitated the large prey, providing it another chance to live. Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Shark versus stingray. In another epic scene, a hungry bull shark was spotted while chasing a stingray in the clear waters of Heron Island. Most of the time, stingrays are known for engaging in playful behavior just for their amusement. So this stingray took the control of the game and beached itself and started splashing with whipping its long tail, because it knows that no matter how powerful its predator is, it can't put its hand on the beached fish. But at the end, it had to go back in the water in order to avoid its end from suffocation. Dog versus shark. A dog is the only animal that will love you more than you do. How? Look at this loyal pet who mistook the hooked shark as a danger, and it started barking and jumped incautiously to attack the shark. It doesn't stop there. Just when the shark was dragged to the shore, it participated in harassing the hooked fish as much as it could. However, it stopped after receiving a tail slap. Another dog named Jack was spotted attacking a shark while it was swimming in the shallows. It quickly ran down and bit the shark, who could be seen struggling for its life. Thanks to the owner who released the shark back to the water. Otherwise, the way Jack shook the poor shark, I thought it must have departed. Grouper versus shark. While diving approximately 80 miles off the coast of South Carolina, the Deep 2019 expedition team had a rare encounter. A group of sharks was devouring a 2.5 meter long dead swordfish and spading deep into the carcass, making it an easy treat for the scavengers. Meanwhile, The same group of small predators was secretly observed by a large voyeur, a grouper, that enters the frame and quickly clenches one of the lurking predators. Although the shark could be seen twisting and turning, the grouper managed to engulf the whole predator in its large mouth. Orca versus shark. Orcas are the master manipulators of the ocean, and to think if a shark will overcome them is a pointless thing. Orcas always travel and hunt with their pod, so encountering a shark is beneficial for them. The orcas of New Zealand have added a new dish to their menu, the 7-gill shark. They don't fancy their meat, but the liver. Look how a pod of orcas manages to finish off the shark. First, they come to whip up their tail and whack the shark on its back. Then, they grab the shark by its pectoral fin and rip open the liver. What precision! And here goes the shark. Here, another orca pod is out to bully the lone shark. This one also expires within seconds. Shark versus dolphin. There is a common misconception that sharks own dolphins, but this isn't the case. Watch this encounter captured on a drone where a bunch of sharks were minding their own business when out of nowhere they got chased by a bunch of dolphins. The dolphins saw a group of sharks and decided to cover it. Well, we know who was the boss here. Even with those blade-like sharp teeth, sharks are known to be fearful of dolphins due to them being extremely defensive. In another instance, a shark tried to mess with a pod of dolphins who all teamed up to protect their young calf and retaliate with force. The aggressive response forces the shark to back off and run away. Barracuda versus lemon shark. Here is a baby lemon shark swimming in the water as it owns the whole territory. And here comes the real gangsta. Let's show you again in slow motion. Even showing it at a slow speed doesn't slow down the barracuda. It's a miracle that this baby shark is alive. If you are wondering what it was, let me tell you that it was a barracuda, a predatory, ray-finned fish known for its fearsome appearance and ferocious behavior. Here, this one was caught by a man fishing on the beach. A shark saw all this and jumped into the situation by thinking of it as easy prey. Even though the barracuda was already exhausted, it put up a good fight and chased away the shark. Crocodile versus shark. Australia is home to both of these apex predators. Here, a video shot in Queensland, Australia shows a huge saltwater crocodile munching on a baby bull shark. It's not particularly known for a crocodile to feast on a shark, but I guess this one was kinda hungry. Look at this clashy encounter between them. The shark has come to steal the food of the croc, but it soon knows that it messed with the wrong opponent. Both predators normally avoid any encounter with each other, but whenever they come face to face, the crocs have seen to retaliate more aggressively. Another crocodile versus shark. Saltwater crocodiles have the same aggressiveness as other saltwater predators have, and when it comes to free meals, who will miss the opportunity? Look at this opportunistic predator that mysteriously emerged at the surface of the water and made its way straight to the stranded sharks, wriggling on the beach for life. Yet this reptile swallowed both of the sharks and swam away. Now check this startling aerial footage of another saltwater crocodile while eating a whale. It's not alone, but it's also sharing the free meal with two 10-foot tiger sharks. Well, even the most fearsome predators can share, if there's enough to go around. This is the first time where these apex predators encounter each other, and instead of killing each other, they have to shake hands to scavenge a floating humpback carcass. Here is another face-to-face moment of a saltwater crocodile and a bull shark. But this time, just when the shark realized an enormous reptile camouflaging in the seaweeds, it quickly took a U-turn, and then, after maintaining a safe distance, vanished into the clear water. Yet on the other hand, the sloppy croc swam softly across the seaweed's bridge. Swan versus shark. Swans are considered sacred in many cultures. Despite their grace and elegance, these waterfowls have a very aggressive and territorial reputation, especially during nesting season, when they will become so combative that they wouldn't tolerate, even with the most fierce predator, a shark. Yeah, here, finding a shark up in the shallow lakes is uncommon, but I think this derrick dogfish has decided to suicide, and that is why it is here in the breeding swan's territory. But it seems like the fish was already dead and washed into the shallows when the curious swan found it and started shaking and nudging it.
Hey, look at me, you coward troll!
Eventually, the swan lost interest in the one-sided battle and decided to leave the expired invader. Hippos versus bull shark. Sharks might get a bad rap, but it's hippos who are some of the most dangerous animals on Earth. It's pretty clear to see who's the boss in this rarely seen interaction. In South Africa, a rare encounter between a bull shark and a horde of hippos was witnessed. These supersized animals aren't exactly picky about where they drop their waste, so they often attack congregations of hungry fish. If there are a lot of fish, it grabs the attention of the nearby sharks looking for a quick meal. The low visibility of water made the shark a bit disoriented, and it started swimming right into the horde, causing the hippos to get angry and start charging the shark. Luckily, despite visibility, the shark quickly managed to swim away without any serious damage. Fur seals versus shark. This curious pinniped clinging to a rock, amazingly, is just like a McNugget for the lurking, hungry predator. And unfortunately, a large ocean wave took this happy meal directly to the shark's plate, where it tried hard to outmaneuver the shark, but after tossing the pup out of the ocean, it gulps the whole piece of meat at once. Despite the power and element of surprise, this apex predator has to pay for the blood. One cunning and agile adult seal has decided to deal with this persistent menace. Others joined as well. Now they have got the upper hand by mobbing and harassing the invader. Although sharks can turn the tables, but the giant force of seals will never let it do so. Penguin escapes great white shark. African penguins are among South Africa's most charismatic creatures, while the great white sharks do not need any introduction. What will happen when this largest predatory fish tries to ambush a small African penguin? Although sharks can eat penguins like popcorn, nature never ceases to amaze us by putting the courage even in the small packages. Just when a lurking predator planned to swallow the swimming rockhopper, it did something literally unbelievable. With speed, agility, quick reflexes, determination, and just all-around awesomeness, Penguin quickly manages to peck on the shark's head and swiftly swims back. Well, this is quite crazy, but not for the shark that was still looking for what might have tapped its head. This image was captured during a rare encounter between a shark and a giant octopus. Who do you think would have won? Although the answer seems simple, look at this aphrodisiac chilling at the bottom of the tank. Here comes a shark asking for trouble. After putting on an act of intimidation, the shark goes to sink its teeth into the slimy skin of the octopus. Within just a few seconds, the octopus reversed the whole game and finished off the supposed invincible rival. Fish escaping hammerhead. Sharks are not interested in eating people, so most of the attacks are a case of misconception. This short video shows a hammerhead shark chasing a small fish on the shore, but suddenly it made a quick turn toward a man enjoying his beach day. At first, it seemed as if the shark was going after the man, but in reality, it was just trying to catch a small fish that was instinctively using the man as a shield to escape the shark. Thankfully, the shark took a quick turn back, and the man realized something behind him. Otherwise, he would have been mistakenly bitten by the shark for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Eagle ray versus hammerhead. In this breathtaking event, an eagle ray battled out with a shark within yards of a tropical island beach. The ray jumped into the air as it desperately sought to escape the clutches of the hammerhead shark. After twisting and turning under and above the water and failing to get away, the ray resorted to beaching itself to escape the hunter's jaws. It then waited for the shark to leave and rode a wave to get back out to sea. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.